That is Tim McGraw. Live like you were dying on 103.5 WE. So that is just really a good.
It's a good song.
A good thing to live by.
That's right.
Really is. Hey, I was checking. They always have this thing come out. It's from the. I can't remember the name of that little school that does this. They do that thing of the mindset of the incoming freshmen each year on what their world is like in their brain. The freshmen coming in
college. Yeah.
And it always amazes me how this year's freshmen who are 18, 17, 18, 19 years old, the world they live in compared to the one we think they live in. The one that it's a different world. They said the kids going into college this year, and there are record numbers of kids going into college everywhere because there's not a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are just going on to school instead. Right. But it said incoming freshmen this year, most of them have no idea that Magic Johnson was a star basketball player.
They just know him through AIDS.
The guy who has AIDS.
Wow.
They say that they've never known a world that did not include the internet.
That's true.
They've never known a world that did not include flat screen TVs or chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream.
Wow. I always like how these make me feel so old.
God, you
remember a world with no TVs, period.
Nothing flat about it. And they say a lot of what was happening in 91 when they were born is the same stuff that's going on now. They said the headlines in 91 were screaming about government intervention in business, bailouts by the government for business, bad loans for the banking industry, unemployment at high numbers, needing greater regulation of the financial industry. This was all 1991, and we haven't done a thing about it. We're still fussing about the same stuff. The Tonight Show changed host for the first time in 1991. So they don't know anybody but Jay Leno.
Yeah, this was big to them, the change to Conan, I'm sure.
That was it. This was the first big change. And the big question in 1991 when these kids were born was, is the Iraq War worth it? The first one.
Wow.
That's all the history. They say to them, Carter and Reagan mean no more than Truman and Eisenhower meant to us.
That's true.
That's amazing.
They say that...
or Kennedy for me.
Or exactly. They've never lived in a world without a latte, a cell phone, a textbook that you could read on a computer or an electronic screen.
That's right. Don't even know what an 8-track tape is.
Don't even know what a cassette is. They have no concept of the big deal with radio, TV, video, CD, all going over to the computer, to the internet, because it's always been there for them. They have no idea what everybody's fussing about.
Yeah.
And for most of their lives, they've been getting ready for HD TV. It's been talked about that long. So that's all. The world is a universal place to them. We think of it as us and them and Europeans and those Asians and the Americans. To them, one big world. There's a McDonald's on every corner in the planet.
I can see where that would be true.
They have this whole us and them thing means nothing to this class of 2013.
Unless they watch wrestling.
Well, that's true. That's true. And tattoos. We grew up with your mama telling you, don't you get one of those.
And these now
only the bad people have tattoos. And now it's the thing to do. Everybody's got tattoos.
Even Gary Griffin.
And in their world, everybody knows everything that happened today before the 6:30 news comes on.
Yeah.
That's true. Wow.
The kids of the class of 2013. That's the world they live in. So when we're talking to them about, man, I remember, or whatever happened to, or why can't we just go back to, they have no idea. They look at you and have no idea what you're talking about. I think to me the most telling thing there was Carter and Reagan are ancient history to the class of 2013. It's really amazing.
And maybe even the first Bush, because he was done.
He came and went before they got to school. Yeah,
and they were still babies.
So the first president they really remember is Clinton.
At the backside of Clinton.
Yeah, and the thing that hits me the most is my son.
That's